Today, I want to start with Mastering the Clock Time Management Hack, a guide for busy professionals and business leaders. Time management requires categorizing, prioritizing, and consistently completing tasks. I found the best productivity hack through personal experience, which I love to share with you all here. What I do here is I categorize my tasks into two main parts: transformational tests and transitional tests. Transformational tests are the growth catalysts. So these are the tests that propel the company forward. They are critical to your long-term growth plans. Example of the tests are setting up a strong digital marketing campaign strategy or defining your yearly, quarterly OKRs. Those are the kind of transformational tests. And transitional tests is essential routine drivers. So transitional tests are making your daily operational smooth. They include preparing the customer quotations, pricing plan, curating sales report, and performing others administrative tasks. That's why they are not informative, but also necessary for smooth business operations. So each category is further divided into urgent and important tasks. This is what it is look like on my notebook. I get make a four quadrants, and the left top corners will be the transformational and the urgent tasks, and the right top corners will be transitionals and urgent tasks. So on top levels will be urgent, and the bottoms will be the important tasks. So transformational urgent tasks, that would be like, I will put it in like call to Mr. A to discuss the distributorship contracts, or sign up to a distributor for region A for Singapore by quarter two examples, adding a new hires, a new team member for marketing teams to drive a new product launch campaign. Those are the transformational urgent tasks, time bound. Or at the bottoms of the left quarter is important tasks, which is transformational. Example, setting up a strong digital marketing campaign strategy. Although it is not urgent, those are important lists. Or defining yearly and quarterly OKR, for examples. In the examples of the transitionals on the urgent tasks, like example, I have to do a ERP migration by June 20th. That is my transitionals and urgent. Or set up the meeting with sales team to confirm the Q2 quota. That is my transitional and urgent task. An important task is set up marketing calendar, talk to team A for the test ABC, etc. Those are my important tasks under the transitional list. So what I'm trying to conquer is that I'm go to the urgent first for the transformational and transitional. If the transitional is really more urgent and it is very alarming, I need to put out the fire. I'll go on the urgent task first. And then I will see the importance. My priority will be usually going to the transformationals and sometimes to transitional, depend on time of the day and the mood. And another part after four, right? I have some other tests that I can put into that any of the four quadrants, which is called I call it as a feel good list. And this includes activity that pique my interest and pique my curiosity. Example, listening to insightful podcasts. Sometimes I just want to set a times to listen to the podcasts, or reading a thought-provoking book, or sometimes I want to read industrial magazines, or writing down my musings. I just need to write some articles, try to make some presentation like that, or taking enlightening courses, either enlightening or productive or whatever you call it. Some of the courses, like today, I want to see about the Google generative AI courses, and I really want to test, really want to put that in, but I have no place to put into the top four quadrants, so I put it into my feel good list, and I will do it when I have less urgent tasks on hand, and when I really feel like to do that and it's a need to do that, I'm going to my feel good list. These are the source of my inspiration and keep me going during the days. So three critical factors agree that we are these systems. So on top of these five sectors, one thing I need to be very clear is clarities. And the second, priority. Clarity of what I need to do and what is require my attention right now, or the priorities, and the consistency to follow up the structures and making sure that I have a consistent follow up, follow throughs. So these are the three factors. So clarity is critical to distinguish between what you want to do and what you need to do. Clarity brings focus and aids in the prevention of attention dilutions. The priorities determines your day's most important tasks, MITs. Normally, I used to keep a few MIT, one or three MITs in a month, not in a week or a day. So this is the most important test I need to do for this month or that quarter. I'm just trying to break it down from top to bottom, and prioritizing allow you to focus on tasks that are relevant to your overall goals. And the consistency is the key to reaping the benefits of this system. And this is to execute it consistently and stick to your routines, rain or shine. So mastering time management is an ongoing process. It's not one time set and forget about this title test. The benefits of peace and productivity are unparalleled. Consider this suggestion and tailor them to your personal preference and reminder. So remember, time is the canvas on which we paint our life masterpiece. Make every stroke count. And I used to say that don't be a slave of the day. Slay the day, not be a slave of the day. So I like to end with this quote: productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort by Paul Mayer. Thank you for listening.